Hear me now, my little ones. The balance has been twisted askew. Who among you will be my champion? Who among you will restore the truth?
We here at Hexahedron Studios are ecstatic to present a gameplay trailer for an upcoming playable demo of our long-awaited role-playing game set within the world of Colony. As we've long teased, this original system is a hybrid pen-and-paper RPG with mechanics borrowed from both deck-building games and war games. We've long been asked about how and where we bridge the gaps in all these systems. We are happy to answer those questions now. I present to you Song of the Sekuta, the Colony tabletop game.
Prepare yourself, champion. Your journey begins now.
You will begin by choosing your champion's race and tribe, each of which give you a unique set of cards to select from that you may add into your deck. These cards, also called traits, are each a special ability that your champion can perform during combat, roleplay, and exploration. You'll notice each trait has a colorful icon in the corner with a number on it. This is called the marrow cost, which you must pay to perform this trait. There are 5 marrows a trait can call for: brawn, agility, wit, instinct, and charm. These marrows correlate to your champion's core stats, which you may calculate with a standard array or through a number of alternative options. For the upcoming demo, we will provide pre-made champion sheets with set standard arrays and deck lists. During your turn in combat, you may use as many traits as you like or are able to, supposing you have the marrow to spend. Some traits are reactions, which you may play off of your turn. Spend your marrow wisely, or you may not be able to defend yourself. Some traits, such as het crafts, require additional components to perform. These components are called forage. Keep your champion's forage pouch as filled as you can, as these components can be used for more than plain cards. Use forage to barter with when visiting shops and perusing merchants' wares. Forage can also be used for solving environmental puzzles in your adventures. But not all treasure you find will be forage. Finding and crafting new and upgraded weapons will be an essential part of your journey. Much like your choice of race and tribe, your choice of weapon offers more traits to play with as you master their edge. While traits provide you with special weapon abilities, standard weapon attacks may be used without need of a card. Perhaps your champion's weapon is special, passed down from generation to generation through your royal lineage. Or perhaps your champion hails from humble origins, such as a Poe for a farmer or a Terra Neva amber miner. Your champion's background, or caste, gives you a number of caste instincts to choose from, further providing you with more unique traits as well as abilities playable without a card. Some caste instincts grant the gift of Momoku, harnessing the power of the pheromone. Some Momoku traits carry strange and esoteric effects. A well-timed use of Momoku can turn the tide of battle in your favor. Use them wisely. Lastly, your skills are applicable talents derived from combining attributes from your marrow. For instance, your athletics skill stems from your brawn and agility, and your knowledge is built upon your wit and your instinct. To perform a skill check, roll 2d6, taking the flat result as your roll. Over time, you may develop masteries in a skill, which grant a bonus to the total of a skill check. During combat, you may also spend marrow tokens from either of that marrow's skill to add to the total of a skill check, refreshing those tokens at the start of your next turn. With basic mechanics out of the way, let's run you through a round of combat. Before combat begins, every player and creature will roll 2d6 to determine when they take their turn. The player or creature with the highest result goes first. The turn then passes on to the player with the next sequentially lower result. Your turn begins with your renewal phase, where you will reset your marrow tokens to their original total. Tokens is a term we use to refer to individual points of resources, such as marrow, forage, and other resources. After resetting your marrow, you will draw cards from your deck until you are holding a number of cards equal to your hand score. If there are cards you wish to discard from your hand and replace with a new card from your deck, you must pay 1 token of whichever marrow the discarded card costs. This is called cycling, and you may do this a number of times equal to your wit score. If you would like to cycle cards, you may do so only in the renewal phase. During your play phase, you may move your character a number of cells equal to your mobility score. Our game is intended to be played on a 1-inch hexagonal grid mat or battle terrain, where a cell is equivalent to 1 hexagon on the battle mat. After you've moved, you may play any and as many cards as you wish or are able to play from your hand, as well as any actions available from your champion sheet. You may arrange your movements, actions, and card play in any order or sequence you wish. Perhaps you want to open your play phase with a basic attack using your weapon. Simply decide which attack you wish to perform and pay that attack's marrow cost. If your target is within sight and in range, the attack will automatically hit. When you make an attack, you will deal the minimum damage value for that attack and roll for additional damage. Each d6 that lands on or above your weapon's hit score deals 1 additional damage to your foe. The Sekuta's exoskeleton acts as a natural armor for your champion. Each Sekuta race has a maximum chitin score, which your chitin tokens will naturally restore to during rest and through healing. Your chitin tokens may exceed your chitin score if you reinforce your exoskeleton with mud, tack, or armor. When you are hit by an attack, check the total damage against your chitin tokens. If the attack does not meet or exceed your current chitin tokens, the attack glances off of you and you will come out unscathed. If the damage taken meets your current chitin tokens, you will lose 1 token. If it exceeds your current chitin tokens, subtract the number of chitin tokens you currently have from the total damage of the attack. You must then subtract the remaining damage from your vitality and remove 1 chitin token. If your vitality reaches 0, you must begin rolling grit or survival checks, whichever you have more skill mastery in, if either. For each check you succeed, you will gain a cling token or remove a drift token. For each check you fail, you will gain a drift token or lose a cling token. This is a game of push and pull. You will continue making checks until you accumulate 3 of either token. Accumulating 3 cling tokens stabilizes you, and you will remain alive, gaining 1 vitality, but leaving you incapacitated, unable to move or perform actions of any sort. Accumulating 3 drift tokens marks your champion's end, as your essence leaks out of your mortal shell and your soul returns to the Dreamlands. Some traits have effects that bolster yourself or an ally. When you play this type of card, you will place it face up in front of you or your ally, and place a d6 over it, indicating how many turns the bolstered effect lasts. Rotate the die as a countdown marker, reminding you of how many turns the effect has left. When the bolster effect dissipates, place the card in your discard pile. Bolsters provide positive boons and buffs to yourself and your allies. Similarly, other traits have effects with which you can burden an enemy, dealing negative effects and lingering damage. Like bolsters, you will place a burden in front of the afflicted foe until the card's effect ends. Once you have exhausted or concluded your movements and actions available on your turn, you will check to ensure any bolster or burden effects you have in play are resolved. When this is done, you will declare aloud that your turn is over, passing it off to the next player. You and your opponents will play in rounds until one stands left the victor. In this demo, we'll give you all the materials you'll need to play in a PvP format we call Arena, playable with 2 to 6 players. In a future expansion to this demo, we'll introduce a PvE format called Adventure, where you and your party will team up to fight hordes of monsters and villains controlled by a game monarch. In an additional update, we'll get into our third format, Swarm, where you and another Swarm commander take control of armies of Sekuta and monsters to wage epic, large-scale battles. The Arena demo for Song of the Sekuta drops on September 1st, 2025. We will provide you with champion sheets and decks for an Apoy, a Het, and a Manta, each ready to print and play. Additionally, supporters on our Patreon at tiers Hex Insider and above will receive exclusive access for an additional sheet and deck to play as a Fora. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this demonstration has been informative and gets you excited to try our game. In the meantime, drop a like if you're interested in what we've shown here today, comment your thoughts on what you've seen of the game thus far, and lastly, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest Colony news and content. Have a wonderful day.